So today, this video I'm recording right now, this live commentary is going to be the last live commentary or Call of Duty or gaming video in general that I'll ever record in this apartment.
Come on, son!
Jesus Christ.
The enemy is halfway there. Take them down.
What the fuck?
Am I a fucking ostrich? What was that? But anyways, yeah, I am actually moving out of my apartment this weekend. Obviously, you guys know I was asked to leave before the 31st of July, which is next Monday, this Monday. I've already decided what I'm gonna do moving-wise. Like I said, I predicted it was gonna be a last-minute decision, and it was, of course. I decided, like, earlier this week. I have a whole video going up tomorrow talking about that, so I'm not gonna talk about it in this video too much.
Be secure. You're needed at Charlie.
God!
Friendly counter
Bro, he is bugged.
Guards have
What the fuck? I've been absolutely loving this Magnum lately, though, obviously. I don't know how many of you guys follow me on Twitter, but I did actually post on Twitter. I hit 2 clips. Well, one of them was definitely a clip, one of them not so much. I hit my first ever quad feed with it yesterday, and then I actually also hit a 5-on in the same day. It was only like a few hours later. One thing I really don't like about the Magnum, though, is I don't think you can get collaterals with this thing. I've been playing with it for a day or two now, and I cannot get a single collateral. What Curtis was telling me is that the bullets in core anyway, because he's been using it a lot in core, the bullets don't go through people at all. They just don't go through the body or whatever. And so I don't think that you can actually even get a collateral with it in even hardcore, which sucks. Which means, you know, you can't hit clips like a triple collat or something with a collat that would make it like a sweet multi. So the only thing you can hit with this Magnum is actually all singles. You can't get any sort of collateral whatsoever. But the gun is still a lot of fun. It's basically the same concept as like when MWR first came out and they didn't like have that update with the sniper rifles, so you couldn't get any collaterals whatsoever unless you were using like the Barrett or something. But yesterday, after I hit that initial quad feed, the quad feed wasn't that good, especially because I missed a bullet in there somewhere, I think. But the 5-on, I remember watching it back, and I didn't miss any bullets at all with the 5-on. It was just such a clean, you know, I even got 2 kills before the initial 5-on, and then it got split, and then it rolled right into the 5-on, all singles. It was just such a nice clip. And so I'll roll those 2 clips now for you guys.
We will prevail.
losing B. Enemy UAV in your vicinity. You're failing, squad. Enemy has Bravo. Bravo secure. UAV on standby.
So obviously some pretty nice clips. Like I said, the quad feed, not really. The quad feed, like I said, wasn't too good just because I missed a shot and everything. Don't think I'm going to be keeping that one. But the 5-on itself was a really good one. I love how that clip looks, and so I'm definitely going to be keeping that one if I ever use it in a montage or anything like that. Speaking of the Magnum too, they're actually, I looked it up the other day. As of right now, we actually have no knowledge on there being a Magnum in World War II, an XCOD, and so that's really, really disappointing for me anyway. Obviously, me loving the Magnums and everything like that. I had someone tweet at me saying that there wasn't even a Magnum during World War II, and I'm like, not a .44 if that's what he meant. That would be correct. But they even had a Magnum in World at War. Plus, on top of that, revolvers go all the way back to, like, you know, the Wild West and everything. Cowboys and everything. Obviously, everyone knows that. It just blew my mind that this man said that there wasn't Magnums during World War II. But I guarantee you guys, if there's going to be supply drops in World War II, which I guarantee you there's going to be, I also guarantee you they'll probably add the Magnum as some DLC weapon that you can only get in supply drops, which is going to suck because I know for a fact I'm going to want to spend my money on that. Also, I tweeted it out yesterday, but I was doing the math the other day or just thinking about it, and we actually haven't had a Magnum or even a revolver in general in the base game, in the vanilla game for COD, since Ghost. Ghost was the last one to actually have a Magnum in it. Because Advanced Warfare came after Ghost, and in Advanced Warfare, there wasn't any revolver. They had that one-shot pistol, which was pretty cool. I think it was called the M1 or something like that. And then they had like the T1 irons or some shit like that. And the T1 irons was the revolver that I really liked, but that one was a free DLC for everyone. They added that one for free. Everyone could get it. It wasn't like a supply drop only one. Or maybe it was free for season pass holders. It might have been something like that. I know it wasn't like strictly you could only get it in supply drops. And then they didn't have any sort of revolver or anything like that in Black Ops 3, I don't think. They had those pistols that they added in DLC that you could only get in supply drops or whatever, but I don't count those. There wasn't a revolver whatsoever. I was really excited at first because they said it was going to be a one-shot pistol, but it's nothing. It was like it's a shotgun in a pistol. It was basically like the the revolver that they had in BO2 or whatever. I hated that thing too because it was just a shotgun. It wasn't a long-range pistol like the Magnum. So shotgun pistols, they're a one-shot pistol, but it's not something I would actually use to go for clips with because it doesn't have that long-range capability where you can just snipe kids across the map like that. That's why I love these revolvers so much. Magnums are so much fun. And then in MWR, obviously they added the Magnum in late. You can only get that in supply drops, I think, or you could buy it with salvage as well. That's what I did. Yeah, I like the whole salvage system because you could buy DLC weapons if you didn't get it just in a supply drop. You could just spend your salvage on it. And then in IW, obviously in the base game, they didn't have a Magnum either, but they actually just added it recently. But yeah, that's all the CODs. Like I said, they haven't actually had a Magnum in the base game COD since Ghosts. Ghosts was the last COD to actually have it in the vanilla version, like no DLC or anything. And it seems like that's going to be the case again for us in World War II, which is disappointing, like I said. As of right now, there's only 3 pistols in the base World War II game, and none of them are the Magnum. I looked at all of them. It's like the Mauser from Zombies or whatever, but it's called something else. And then it's another handgun that's not a revolver. Forgot what it was. It's a semi-auto. And then the M1911, obviously, which is the base one. And so they're giving us 3 pistols in World War II in the vanilla version of the game, and none of them are a revolver, which is really disappointing. Am I still gonna get the game? Yes, probably, but I'm probably not gonna enjoy it as much, and it's probably gonna get a lot more boring for me faster, just because I can't do what I want to do in the game, which is just go for feeds and hardcore with a Magnum. And if they do add it in DLC, which I guarantee you they probably will, they'll add some kind of Magnum gun that you can only get in supply drops, like I said, or something like that, like they've done in the recent CODs, like I said. And by the time they do that, there's no telling when they'll do it. They might do it in the first event or whatever they have, like Days of Summer, which will probably be for like Christmas or something like that. So they might have it early, like around Christmas, or they might not add it until the summer, like IW, when they have like a summer event or something like that when the game is really stale, which sucks because, like I said, if they would have added the Magnum earlier, or if they would have just had the Magnum in the base game for IW, I would have enjoyed this game so much more, and it would have been easy for them to do too. I actually predicted them adding the Magnum into IW because they had all the classic weapons and everything like that. So right here in IW or whatever, if you go to your classes, go to your guns, they have classic weapons right here. So they have the Hornet, which is the G17 from like MW2, and you have to spend like a prestige token to unlock it or whatever, right? It would have been so easy for them to just add the Magnum to the classic weapons for me, and I would have enjoyed the game so much more upon release. But I hated the game because there wasn't too much for me to do. I couldn't play the game how I wanted to play it because there were no revolvers whatsoever. I know I'm going on a little rant here just because I'm super pissed off. Actually, that's a lie. They did have this revolver, I guess, but like I said, the only way you could actually make this like a Magnum is with the Epic version of it, and the Epic version still doesn't feel like a Magnum completely. But this, the Stallion .44, the .44 Magnum is just amazing, and I love this gun so much, and if they would have added it to the base game upon release, I would have played IW a lot more. Same goes with MWR, same goes with BO3. BO3 didn't even have one, and same goes with Advanced Warfare. When they added the T1 irons, or the M1 irons, whatever it's called, as soon as they released that, I played the hell out of AW. And so as of right now, we don't know for sure, I guess, because the game isn't even out yet. They might just add it late, or they might not have had it in the gameplay for E3, because during the E3 I actually looked through the pistols while some of the guys were creating their classes, and those were the 3 pistols they had. They didn't have anything else, but who knows? We've still got a few months until the game is released. We've got the betas coming up here in a month or so maybe they'll add it in the beta, maybe they'll add it before release, but chances are they probably won't. So all I can hope is that if they do add it in DLC, they add it quick and not super late when the game is already stale. Anyways though, guys, that is gonna have to do it for the video today. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Like I said, this is gonna be my last commentary video in the apartment and everything, and then there's gonna be a video going up tomorrow kind of explaining more of the situation and where I'm gonna be moving to. The 31st is my last day in the apartment, so I'm gonna be moving out all weekend long. So look out for that video tomorrow. If you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys did enjoy those 2 clips with the new Magnum, please make sure to leave a big fat thumbs up on it for me, because I would really appreciate it and really helps me out a lot. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and until next time, this has been Max. Peace.